Awesome. That was better than coffee.
Yeah, my name's Ben. I'm from Helifish. We operate out here out of Darwin, and we fly from a little place called Noonamar just south of Darwin. And we fish mainly around the Anson Bay, but today we're going to make our way up towards Cape Hotham, which is to the north of Darwin. Yeah, well, we do a couple of different tours. There is a half-day tour. We've got a bit of a cut-down half-day tour today because of both of our pressures for the day, trying to get a few things squeezed as much in as we can. But yeah, normally it goes for about, full day fishing. We leave about 8 a.m. and we get home about 4 o'clock, and we squeeze about 6 hours of fishing in. 2 hours on the helicopter, flying all over the Northern Territory. But probably not a lot.
None.
Crocodile, an opportunist creature, so just simple thing is if you don't put yourself in a position where they can get you, they're not really going to show any interest in you. All right, so what I mean by that is you know, the typical crocodile up here, biggest one we'll have is about 5 metres. You've got a metre long head, 2 metres of body, 2 metres of tail, which effectively means he's going to be able to push out about 2 metres or about a rod length. So if you stay back a rod length at all times, you're not in a position where he's going to get you, and then therefore he won't waste the energy trying to get you. All right. If you show repetitive behaviour, and what I mean by that is if you think, well, I'll just sneak on down there and do a cast and come back again, you do that 2 or 3 times, his ears will prick up to it, he'll start watching you, and he'll slip in, and you know, next time you walk down to the water's edge, he'll surprise at you.
Yeah.
So, general rule, don't go near the water's edge, don't wash your hands. When we release fish, we throw them from a distance back. Same as when we catch fish, we drag them back to a safe distance to make sure that there's nothing following, okay?
Cool.
Other than that, yeah, don't wander off too far. Most of the crocodiles actually be up on the bank this time of day.
Yep.
So, you know, if you go for a little sneaky wander up in the trees, you might get a surprise.
We are not leaving you. We will not be leaving you for the entire day. I might even stand next to you while I'm having a piss. Like, I'm not leaving you.
I'm glad you feel that comfortable.
Yeah.
Mate, we're going to throw a little bit of everything in there to kick off with. So the thing is with Barra is that you got to try and keep a nice, slow, twitchy lure. So don't just wind them in. Yep. Just real slow. Make sure your line's tight the whole time, because when they hit, he'll hit it and spit it out in a millisecond if he thinks it's dodgy. Yep. So if you've got slack line, you won't even know. So yeah, so predominantly we're after barramundi, which is predominantly what we catch.
Oh, I think you just popped it, spat it out.
Have a look at your bait, and if all the scales are gone, you just drop the first barra.
Here we go. No scales.
Yeah, see all the scales are gone there?
Yep.
That's boom, gone, barra.
So, human error. I just dropped my first barra.
We also catch a lot of other species like mangrove jack, threadfin salmon, and a variety of other different things. But 95% of it would be barramundi, and you know, we're all after that sort of metre plus fish.
We just got our croc awareness lesson, and rule number 1 is don't have your back to the bank like you've got now. That'd be fair to say, wouldn't it?
Just turn around and face me then.
Yeah, so predominantly we've got 2 seasons, either wet or dry, but there is another one we sort of squeeze in there called build up, which is no one's particularly fond of. But yeah, normal dry season, just at the end of April there when the rains all stop, then we ended in perfect weather, 200 days of perfect weather in a row. And then we follow that on with build up and then into our wet season. But predominantly our peak fishing season is that runoff period, which is sort of that, you know, mid-March to the end of April's ideal.
Yeah, so Ben's a legend. He's been, you know, giving us all the safety tips, giving us some casting tips, how we should be reeling them, how should we tricking them into taking these soft plastics. This is absolutely awesome. Listen, look at it. It's one of those scenes where I don't know if the camera is going to give this justice, but it's absolutely beautiful up here. You know, all you women out there, if you want to know what to buy your hubby for Christmas or Father's Day or his birthday, send him up to Darwin and get him a voucher and put him on Helifish, get him on there, and he'll be the happiest husband when he returns.
Yeah, today we're going to jump in this, the blue one here, the Robinson R44. It's perfect for fishing. It just squeezes in all those tight little spots and gets us where we need to go efficiently and safely. Mate, it's just the most amazing place. You know, I'm originally from Sydney and moved up here 9 years ago, and I can't get away from it. It's Blokes World up here, and it's just, if you like fishing, the outdoorsy kind of world, camping, whatever it is, you will not find a better place on earth than the Northern Territory. All our fishing trips are all catered for. All your fishing gear, including instruction, lures, the whole bit. Lunch is paid for. Is brought along. Plenty of nice ice cold water, and all you really need to do is bring is your hat, sunnies, and some sunscreen. Best way is probably just to go through our Facebook page, which is just Helifish on Facebook, easy to find, and or go to the Helifish website. It's probably the other option.
Can you tell us about what it was like going fishing with BLOKESWORLD today? How do you rate them as fishermen?
Be truthful.
One of those things where your mum said if you've got nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say a lot, but you asked me, so no, you guys have been fantastic. It's good just to go out with a bunch of good Aussie blokes and hang a bit of crap on each other and have a good time. Most of our trips, I like to just think of it as just taking out some of your mates and just having a good time, and that's all we do.
Ah, what a cracking bloke, hey viewers? And Helifish, put that on your bucket list. Absolutely awesome. And how's BLOKESWORLD's form? The only fish I caught was Barry, and I hang-fed him in the office before we left. Anyway, right now we're going to commercial break. There you go, there's a reason why we're not a fishing show.
BLOKESWORLD! How you going, guys? Justo coming at you. So, extremely pumped for the 2018 Pig and Pussy Hunt.
That's right, viewers. Every weekend following the Noonamar Tavern Rodeo is the awesome Pig and Pussy Hunt, where basically everyone comes to the Noonamar Tavern and gathers on a Friday, then they all go bush and come back on Sunday. Just think of this more like they've gone out in the bush and picked up some papers and tidied up the place.
We're at the Pig and Pussy, Noonamar Tavern, BLOKESWORLD.
So in the hunt we've got 230 entrants, and of course everyone takes a mate with them, so we're expecting sort of 500 to 600 to turn up today. As far as entries go, look, the boys and girls travel as far as south as Katherine, Borroloola, Kununurra. We've got entrants coming from New South Wales, a couple of boys up from Brisbane. So I think there's 50 interstaters that have turned up just to more or less spend a bit of time with their mates and have a good excuse to go for a hunt for the weekend. This year, biggest pig was 148 kilos dressed. Biggest cat was 10 and a half kilos. We had one fella bring in 70 kilos of cane toads. I think we had in total 23 cats, over 100 kilos of cane toads. Look, it's a family event as well, so you get lots of kids in here bringing cane toads, cats. So it's
166 cane toads. That's
6 from one night.
That's awesome. You did it in one night, eh?
Yeah.
And how'd you catch it?
3 hours. Ended up getting 15 pigs in total. 13 of them went over 100 kilos. The other 2 were just under.
And it wasn't just the blokes having a crack. Let's go now and check in with Katrina and Crystal.
My first competition hunt, yep.
And it was just you two girls, no blokes out there with you?
No fellows besides my little fellow, he's a 2-year-old, who come out and had a bit of fun with us, and it's good. This event is a family-friendly event, so everyone's welcome to come along, and yeah, they've done a very well job.
But all of you out there at BLOKESWORLD, you need to get a part of this. You need to start knocking over the vermin in Australia. We need to wipe this stuff out. That's what we need to do.
Well, that's all we can fit in today's episode of BLOKESWORLD, but before we go, we just want to say a big thank you to all the crew at the Noonamar Tavern for looking after BLOKESWORLD and everyone that we met in the Northern Territory. What a cracking place. See you next week for more BLOKESWORLD. More BLOKESWORLD.